Warning, this is a playthrough of an M-rated South Park game, and perhaps even more heinous, we talk some smack on Generation 1. Okay, so you're gonna, do a big cutscene where you, break him out in epic glory.
Yep, it's gonna be super epic. Just watch the amazing. I opened the door. Mr. Mackey is unhappy. It was super epic. I'm glad you guys. I bet you guys are glad you waited for that. It was super worth the wait.
It was kind of funny. Hey,
I don't talk. I'm Bear Man.
Oh well, I'm heading to Cookie. See you there, I guess.
Yeah, I'll see you there,
okay,
Craig.
I don't even know,
I don't want to go that way.
Actually, I have, part of an idea. A few parts of ideas as to why Gen 1ers bug me so much. Like I said, it might be part of their arguments being, fucking ludicrous.
I think a lot of it is, for you and myself. Wait, what's over here? What did I...
Damn it, Clayton. Finish a fucking thought.
Oh, yeah. I think it's because, for both of us, a lot of our favorite Pokemon aren't Gen 1. And they talk about how it's oh, anything past Gen 1 is garbage, blah, blah, blah. I mean, look at the stupid stuff they made. It's yeah, look at
Fuck you.
The stupid stuff that was in Gen 1.
Magnemite. Oh, it's a round metal eyeball with 3 screws and 2 magnets glued onto it. Look at Magneton. Oh, fucking brilliant. It's fucking 3 of those things.
Yeah, because that's, super unique and not fucking dumb looking. Oh, look, it's over there next to the fucking pile of basically sewer sludge. I am Sir Douchebag now.
Congratulations. Maybe you can clean up some of that sewer sludge.
You will respect my authority.
The weird part is, Grimer and Muck are, some of the best examples as to why some of the designs in Gen 1 were shit.
Yeah.
Because it's almost literally shit. But I really fucking like Grimer and Muck. But I guess I'm mature enough to admit that it is kind of a stupid-ass design. But yeah, I mean, there's the fact that they kind of just deny and shit all over the other ones. And they're oh, the designs are so much better. It's no, they're fucking not. Have you seen a Lilligant? Those things are gorgeous. I don't even like Gen 5, and I fucking love Lilligant. Gardevoir? You all like Gardevoir for the wrong reason.
Wesley likes it for the wrong reason. He's a pervert.
No,
don't let him lie to you.
Well, I am, but not for Gardevoir. Gardevoir is gorgeous and elegant. I identify as a Gardevoir.
Yeah, that's not weird. That's not weird.
Oh shit, I think I told you this story before, but there was... Okay, tangent. Back there was this one time I was on this one role-playing forum, and a lot of us would just hang out in this weird chat room, and there was a guy who had
Oh, you talking about your Mega Man thing?
Yeah.
And the guy that
he
super creeped
loved...
you
He oh, I love that kid. He was great. It was just really, really weird this one time because, he loved Gardevoir. The weird kind of loved Gardevoir. And then there was, somebody started passing around the chat room this, oh, go here, take this personality test and see what Pokemon you are. And I was, and it was just one of those, you're up at, 1 in the morning, you're fucking bored, and everybody else is doing it, so fucking, just for funsies, take it. So I did, and if you have any sort of, if you're able to follow context at all, you can probably guess I got Gardevoir.
What kind of Pokemon are you?
Apparently I was a fairy before fairies were even a thing, which I probably should phrase that better.
No, accept yourself, Wesley, it's fine.
I'm not gay, I just like pink and pretty things.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with either.
Yeah.
I just don't like misconceptions.
And just because I don't know if you were paying attention, I learned to cup a spell.
Yeah, I saw you threw a fart. It's fucking fine. I'm telling the story right now. I got Gardevoir, like, posted it up, and, you know, I was, like, saying, like, in the chat room, like, hey, got Gardevoir as, like, who my Pokemon was. And this guy gave, like, a really awkward response where I think he said something along the lines of, that's kind of hot. And I was like, dude, you're my fucking buddy here. We're both guys. Neither of us are gay. That's a little weird, you know, that's a bit of a weird thing to say right now.
Don't make it gay, dude. Don't make it gay.
Yeah, make it gay. It was just one of those, it's like, oh my gosh, guy. Anyway.
I was looking at the stuff I can potentially get.
Anyway. Other thing, they idealize Pokemon, you know, red and blue and sometimes yellow as, like, the ideal games. And it's like, no, they're not. They're glitchy. I'm sure there are some people out there that still like it, but I don't think it aged well at all.
No.
I re-downloaded them, and, like, the entire time I'm walking around, I'm like, oh my gosh, let me hold B to walk faster! Probably had, like, the longest average fucking playtime because of the fact that you had to, you know, like, move box by box so fucking slowly at once. Like, at this point, I'm so used to, like, you know, moving diagonally.
Yeah.
That I'm not even sure if I could go back to something fantastic like Diamond and Pearl anymore without being like oh my gosh. I need to go up 3 spaces and then left 2 spaces and then up into the door another space. Why can I not just run directly to it?
No, I get what you mean. Sometimes it gets, like, really annoying, some of the dumb shit that they make you do.
So yeah, when it comes down to it, I don't know how you are. Of the 7 generations of Pokemon, if I were to rank them, Gen 1 would come in 5th.
Really, 5th?
5th. The ones above it are a toss-up. I mean, Gold and Silver, you know, was like the biggest jump, I think, in quality. So I think I kind of idealized that, so that's definitely above it.
Fair.
Let's see. Alola, I have issues with Gen 7. Like a few issues. But they've made enough improvements, and the new Pokemon looks so good that I'm willing to forgive, like, you know, all the faults. I don't care that I hate Z moves. They still kept Mega Evolutions there. They still did something less monotonous than just walking into a gym, beating some people up, and then going to the next town, because that is not a fucking story. Some people were upset about them taking gyms out, and it's like, that's all it fucking was. You went in, you kicked in the door, said, my pet's gonna beat your pet up for fucking a little trinket, a CD, and some money. You extorted those poor guys. Fucking, what did Brock ever do to you? He stood there and he squinted at you. That's what he fucking did.
Didn't like the look on his face. He was squinting at me. What's he got, like...
There it is.
What's, like, how big is his fucking dick that he can just stand there and squint at me?
Like, especially in Gen 1, there was, like, no story with any of the gym leaders. The only one you knew outside of the gym was the fucking last one, Giovanni.
Yeah.
All the other ones you just walked in and like, ha ha ha. Rock Pokemon are the best Pokemon. If you chose Charmander, you're fucked.
The inn of the giggling donkey harbors the scum of Altaron.
You are fucked if you chose Charmander.
Basically, yeah.
I mean, like, the best thing you can use against Brock at that point is a Butterfree, and that takes ×4 to rock.
Yes,
But I think at that level, they mostly use, mostly use his tackle.
Yes, the obvious choice is always Bulbasaur. Because he was #1, and he will always be #1. Unless, well, there's weird. Unless you're talking about Rhydon. Rhydon was #1, technically.
I shall pay handsomely for his services.
They fucked Bulbasaur over.
That's because they hate grass types.
I don't even fucking know. I don't think they do. It's just so weird because, like, I think what they did was they made red and green, but then there were issues with that, so they made an improved version, blue. And I think they might have redid red a little bit, and we got like the updated versions over here, which is why we have red and blue. And they updated the sprites too, and most of the updated sprites are fucking ugly. Like, Pidgey looks fucking stupid.
It really does.
And Bulbasaur was the worst. Because Bulbasaur, you know, you see Squirtle, and he's there being all nice and cute. Charmander's there like, hey buddy, with his flaming tail. And then you have Bulbasaur leaping over you.
It's the Bard.
You see Bulbasaur's junk. You see Bulbasaur's junk, and that is his fucking sprite. Who the fuck's gonna take a little, weird little, you know, cabbage baby, jumping over you, flashing you his fucking junk?
I took Bulbasaur, because why the fuck would I want the obvious fucking, oh, he's gonna become a dragon, even though he was never actually a dragon, or the stupid blue water turtle, because, oh yes, it's a turtle, why shouldn't it be water type? Nothing against nothing against Squirtle.
Oh my gosh, they're doing this.
Oh yeah.
Squirtle's fucking great. I'm just saying, they gave Bulbasaur, in the updated one, a terrible sprite.
I will tell you...
I looked at those sprites and I said, I am not choosing this thing. I can't even tell what the fuck it is.
I am trying to say something, Leslie just keeps
Go
talking.
ahead.
I was
You
gonna
have
say,
a while. Fucking look at him.
yeah, that's what I said. It's like, if I don't... Oh, never mind.
Did you auto skip?
No. He finally got through it. I was going to ask you if you wanted me to skip.
I don't fucking care.
You can go back to talking.
Jimmy has betrayed you. Yeah, you get like an accomplishment.
Jimmy hasn't betrayed me. Well,
She didn't talk much, but boy did she swallow.
he sings dirty songs.
I'm just saying, Bulbasaur's sprite sucked. There was no... I can't... You know, like... Good on you, mate, if you actually... You know, if you chose Bulbasaur, I think it's great that you did. Because I do think Bulbasaur is a good design and is really cute. I had problems with Venusaur, but Bulbasaur and Ivysaur, I love them. But just looking at his sprite in Red and Blue, in at least our American games, he looked terrible. He didn't even look terrible. He looked indistinct.
Yeah.
I could have a cool fire lizard thing, because that's what everybody wanted, or I could have this cute little turtle guy. I have a cute little turtle guy. That's not even the fucking point. The point that I started on, like, ages ago was Gold and Silver, fucking great. They made a lot of improvements. Diamond and Pearl, they really drew me into, like, you know, they upped the story, like, you know, you actually interacted, especially when you did Platinum, you interacted with, like, the gym leaders and stuff a little bit more, some of the other characters.
Yeah.
Cynthia was a guiding presence throughout the game, and it was really cool to see her there at the end as the champion. I fucking love Cynthia. I would marry that woman if she found me worthy.
She probably wouldn't. Just letting you know.
I hate you. You're a killer of dreams. Diamond
That
and Pearl,
is my
though,
specialty.
they're great. Alola, fucking great. Like, you know, the story in that was great. Like, every trial person, when I fought against them, like, most of them, I felt like they were my friends. They really expanded upon them. It was great.
Damn it! Fucking... Stop healing them, Jimmy! You asshat.
I'm sorry, you said he didn't betray you?
He's not on my side, so he can't betray me.
Oh, that's a fair point.
You're not waiting on me.
Either way. X and Y, while being really easy, at the same time, they, you know, added Fairy, which is pretty much the...
I died.
Huh, you sure did, buddy. You sure did. Well, Fairy really bugged me at the start. At the same time, given that I choose my Pokemon these days mostly due to design and aesthetics, which are arguably the same fucking thing, but I said it twice.
You did.
I mean, given that, you know, it's a type that is pretty much cute and pretty, I kind of have to love Fairy. So there's that. And Mega Evolutions are really fucking cool.
The maiden from Stoneberry, who is also your mom.
And the designs of the Pokemon are fucking great, too.
Mega Evolution is pretty awesome. I'm hoping that they don't just, like, get rid of it because...
Ah, motherfucker!
they want you to prefer the stupid Z moves. Not necessarily stupid, just not.
I don't
great.
like them. I don't like them at all. I mean, it's like I need to. There's already how many fucking moves, and now I need to figure out what they are in, you know, Z moves as well.
Yeah.
Oh, memorize everything twice. Huh.
And then certain moves will do something different with as Z moves, and okay, yeah, I got it.
And then, you know, like, some of them are better than others from what I'm told, so there's that fucking problem. And then there's, like, the fucking, you know, metagame where everyone will be using the same ones, probably, mostly Z-Splash from what I know, you know, understand. I don't know. I think my biggest problem with it is that they seem to be trying to phase out Mega Evolutions with them.
Yeah.
And I fucking love Mega Evolutions. It's the fucking best.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure why they would want to get rid of the Mega Evolution.
Oh, I understand it, but they're wrong.
They are definitely wrong.
Like, the problem I think a lot of people had with Mega Evolutions was, like, there's what, like 50 or 60 Megas, right?
Something like that.
Because only certain Pokemon can become Megas, people argue that now people have to choose one or the other. Well, you know, they have to use one of the Mega Evolution Pokemon, otherwise they don't stand a chance competitively. So they said that it limits what you can use competitively, like what kind of team you can make competitively, right?
Yeah.
Which to some degree I understand, but it's also a stupid-ass argument because every generation, somebody figures out the metagame and, like, pretty much every competitive team ends up being the same damn thing.
You're not wrong.
Like, Sam tells me that it's like, oh, well, during this generation, these 6 everybody used. And I remember watching a video at one point, and they're like, oh, and at the Pokemon, you know, World Championships this year, everybody used this fucking team. And it's like, oh, golly gee, what's that about needing to make everything viable?
Come on, let's get out of here.
Make everybody fucking, you know, worthwhile? Plus, they didn't get rid of Megas, so I would argue that they made the problem worse. Instead of having 721 Pokemon to choose from, but you need to have at least one of these 60 on your team, you now have 802 Pokemon with the same number of things to choose from.
Come on, the wizard's in the kitchen. We gotta help
I
him.
don't want to help Cartman. He's a fucking asshat. Fine.
Here's your best friend.
That's how you want it, bitch? Fine.
By the way, did you have anything to contribute to that?
You fucking suck.
I don't disagree with you.
Keep hitting on.
They do seem to be adding a lot more extra features than what is like potentially necessary, and I think it just could become something that's just
Well,
I think it could just get annoying after a while.
they could phase out. My gosh, this is way too early to be fucking saying this, but I'll say it anyway. They could potentially phase out Z moves. The reason why they can't phase out, you know, Mega Forms,
Just because they made it such a big thing.
well, they put them in 2 games. They made new designs for them. So, I mean, could you imagine, like, in a sense, they're completely new Pokemon, right?
Basically, yeah.
Like, there's about as much of a difference between, like, some of the Megas and some of the just evolutionary lines. There is a bigger difference between Mega Gardevoir and Gardevoir than there is between Grimer and Muck, I would argue. So that would be like saying, these 60 Pokemon that you made, get rid of them. And you just can't do that. Z-moves, on the other hand, you're just getting rid of animations. And they've changed animations before, so who the fuck cares?
Remember your glue.
Fair enough. They could easily make them like something that's just like, oh, it's just an Alola thing.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
but I'll see, you know. I'm not saying they definitely should. I'm just saying that's my opinion. Because, I mean, for all I know, like, the rest of the world fucking loves Mega Evolutions. Not Mega Evolutions, Z-moves. Does the world love Z-moves?
I don't know. I actually haven't seen too much. Outside of, like, the stuff in competitive sometimes, where you get, like, Z-Splash and all that kind of stuff. I don't think too much has happened with Z-moves. I don't think they overly like, at least from what I've seen. It could be different in other parts of the world. I know that one of the guys that I watch, Pyrotaz, he's not too big of a fan of them necessarily. I don't know. I think Z-moves might just be overrated at this point. Possibly just don't seem to be what they were hoping.
Yeah. We're going to talk more about Z-moves here in a minute. But somebody has to piss. Maybe somebody has to piss. We'll see if somebody has to piss.
We'll get some pissing done, just in case.
I've got to watch them. I've got to watch them. I call me bosses. Like and subscribe.